You wanted another product review, so here we go. Welcome back to Inkademic, everybody, your evidence-based source for all things tattoos, body modifications, and more. I'm your usual host, the Professor, and on this episode we are doing another requested product review for Tattoo Aftercare. A little different this time, though, as this is part 1 of 2 on TattooMed's line of Tattoo Aftercare products. In this first video, I'll be covering the Tattoo Protection Patch, which is TattooMed's version of Saniderm and Tegaderm and so on. And then I'll be covering both of the Cleansing Gel and After Tattoo, their Aftercare soap and protection/healing lotion, respectively. This makes up most of what TattooMed calls their first aid portion of their care series, though they include their daily tattoo care lotion in this, and I'm going to be covering that during the second video, as for this one we're really just focusing on the healing period, not the maintenance period, which they call their Sun Protection series, just so you know. And as always, for transparency, I am not being paid or compensated by TattooMed in any way for this review or for part 2. I did contact them to request some products for review after it was suggested previously. They sent me pretty much one of everything they had, but again, there's no compensation for the review and this is not sponsored content. Yeah, I mean, they even put a bow on it and sent me some stickers. I picked this stuff up literally on my way to my last tattoo session, conveniently, and these products are all I've used on that newly tattooed area, part of what you saw, hopefully, if you're subscribed, and you should do, on this community post right here. So let's talk about how the reviews usually go, as I try to be as consistent and regimented as possible for each review, and I know you all appreciate the scientific method-ish approach that I take on this stuff. Basically, we'll be looking at the ingredients, the scent, the feel, the greasiness, specifically, if any, the SPF, the size, and the look after application, then of course, overall thoughts. You can find the timestamps for each one of those areas in the description below, now with chapters. Of course, since this also includes the Tattoo Protection Patch, much of that stuff doesn't apply to that, so we'll talk about it first and then jump into the Cleansing Gel and Aftercare. The TattooMed Tattoo Protection Patch. This stuff also comes in a roll, what they call the protection film, as opposed to a patch, which is this individually wrapped and sterilized 10 by 20 centimeter sheets. And I gotta say, I really like the fact that you can get them both ways. I purchased my own roll of Tegaderm a while back in case the shop ran out or had to replace what the shop put on me sooner than I wanted to, but the fact that the patch comes individually wrapped seems great. For all the work I had done last time, which was in various spots of around 3/4 around my upper arm, 3 patches did the trick. TattooMed's website says the patch is a sterile dressing, which seems accurate. In my experience using it, it's otherwise pretty much just like Tegaderm and the other clear dressings, with one big difference. I wore the patches for 2 48-hour stretches, and I really do have to say, it was the easiest heal I've ever had. I mean, 0 scabbing, next to no itching at all, and the lines looked just as crisp, and the big areas of pure black fill looked just as deep and rich as they did on the day they were done. And this is just over 2 weeks after the session at the time of this recording, by the way. Now, being the stickler for more than just anecdotal evidence that I am, can I say with certainty that the easiness of this heal was completely the result of the TattooMed protection patch? No, of course not. Could have been how my artist worked that day. Could have been my skin that day. Could have been my diet at the time. Could have been a host of other different variables working together, but I've had the same spots tattooed with the same kind of tattoo work, the thin lines to black, solid black, by the same guy, and I've used regular Tegaderm and Dial Gold and Lubriderm regimen that I normally do on those spots, and this was completely different, a totally different experience. One that was pretty darn good. I mean, genuinely, like, never even hurt. It was definitely not what I expected, especially since the session we were edging back into the elbow ditch, and ugh. So take that for what you will. TattooMed Tattoo Protection Patch, 100% endorsement from me. And I don't have any pictures of the healing process because if you watch the other healing video, this one was not nearly as interesting or obvious, so photos don't really tell much of a story because it was just so easy. Anyway, it's good stuff. Alright, so with the patch taken care of, let's jump into the products that we can actually review with the framework that I typically apply to these videos. So we are looking, for the sake of efficiency, at both the cleansing gel and the after tattoo product simultaneously for each category. So here we go. Ingredients. TattooMed says on all their products, as far as I can tell, that they are vegan and cruelty-free. They claim they are dermatologically confirmed on the website, though I'm not entirely sure what that means. That said, the company is German, and some of the copy on the website and the products could use a bit of a translation clarification. I will say, though, that the website has a number of ways to review and inspect the ingredients for those products, and as far as I can see, nowhere do they say their ingredients are subject to change. So that's nice. Basically, I can't find any reason to be concerned, which is the goal, right? I think. Scent. The After Tattoo Care lotion claims to be scent-free, which I think is accurate. It just smells like lotion, no particular scent, really. The cleansing gel, on the other hand, has a really kind of clean floral scent to it, which I wouldn't really like, but this dissipates almost entirely after you use it, and it just smells clean in a very calming way, if that makes sense. So for the scent, I wouldn't say that I love it, but I wouldn't say I don't. I mean, it's okay. It's completely gone after 2 or 3 minutes anyway, so it's kind of a non-issue unless you really hate the smell of flowers. Feel. The cleansing gel feels exactly as you would expect it to if you've used the gel-style facial soaps and the like. It does feel cool after use for a bit, which is maybe by design, but enjoyable either way. It doesn't foam up very much, just so you know. The After Tattoo Care lotion is a lot more interesting. This stuff goes on like a normal lotion, but it feels as though it dries pretty quickly. And then, like it says on the package, creates a kind of a really thin film, and not the film on old milk kind of way, but the, oh, this feels protected kind of way. You can definitely tell you have it on, but that's not a bad thing. And that feeling lasts for maybe half an hour. Greasiness. There's a teensy bit of greasiness on the After Tattoo lotion after application, but that seems to go away pretty quickly, so moving on. SPF. Neither the cleansing gel nor the After Tattoo lotion have SPF because, like I said at the beginning, there's a whole nother line of products made specifically for sun protection, so no SPF here, and I don't really care. Size. All the liquid products from the TattooMed lines I received are 100 milliliters, and that comes out to about 3.4 fluid ounces. From what I can tell, most comparable products that you can purchase here in the US, and more on that in a bit, why I said that, comes in at about 3 ounces even, or 90 milliliters. So these are a tad bigger than what you're probably used to seeing if you're in the US. You could also travel with these in your carry-on since they are right at that TSA upper limit for liquids at 3.4 ounces. Oh, and while we're talking about packaging, more or less, one thing to point out about these two products is that, see this? These come sealed with a kind of a plastic lock, for lack of a better word. I'm not entirely sure to what extent that makes a difference, but I have to say I like it. The look. I'm not going to talk about the look of the cleansing gel because it's soap, but let's see how Alice looks with the After Tattoo on her for a little while, and remembering that this product is specifically made as an aftercare healing product, not something that's designed to make your tattoos shine or whatever. Hey, look at that. It looks normal. That's what we were hoping for, right? And I'm using Alice because I always use Alice for these reviews, and the most recently tattoo spots are already healed, so yeah. It's just to demonstrate how it looks, or doesn't, as the case may be. Overall, okay, that was a lot. Right, 3 products in 1 review, so let's go down the list. TattooMed Tattoo Protection Patch 2.0. This stuff is awesome. I've never had a tattoo heal better or faster. In the 96 hours that I was using this product, it went on easy, it came off easy. Though, with this kind of clear dressing, remember that if you use it up towards your armpit, you may find that removing it is not as enjoyable as you'd hope. But I would definitely recommend this stuff. For the cleansing gel, smells nice, but it doesn't linger, which is good. It cleans, it does the job, it feels fresh. There's not a whole lot more to say other than I enjoyed using it as much as you can enjoy using a gel soap, I guess. This also gets my recommendation. After Tattoo Lotion, definitely better than some of the other aftercare lotions that I've tried. No scent to speak of beyond that generic lotion smell, which is nice. I was surprised at first by the very clear presence of a kind of protective layer, but given it actually literally says that on the product, I shouldn't have been surprised. It goes on easy, it didn't mark my clothes, it does what it says on the package. Also gets my recommendation. So again, if you are looking for a solid single manufacturer tattoo aftercare regimen, I can say I definitely recommend this stuff. Across the board, it's just nice to use, and I'm still really impressed by that patch. Wow. Oh, and when I mentioned the compared to other products you can purchase in the US, TattooMed is not yet available to purchase in the US, but they will be soon, I'm told. If you're in Europe, you're in luck. They also have ranges of products designed for post-laser aftercare and permanent makeup aftercare, just so you know. I hope the review of these TattooMed products helps you in your deliberations, and remember, this is just part 1. I'm still going to do the part 2 on the sun protection products, which I refer to as the maintenance products, after I've had a chance to really use all of them. Don't forget to subscribe and let a friend know about the channel if you've enjoyed it. Until next time.